Hello, everyone. What's up, YouTube? Um, yeah, I haven't made a video in a little while, and been doing a lot of self-reflection and introspection, as it seems I often am. I guess that's just part of what makes me who I am, and it's kind of been what I've really realized is I am who I am, and it's kind of a cool feeling to not necessarily tie yourself down to labels, definitions, whatever, but to just be okay with who you are and to live your life in accordance with your own views and beliefs and such. And I think I've spent a large portion of my life, even subconsciously at times, just sort of adhering to um, whether it's social norms or different people's opinions, beliefs, etc. Uh, as much as maybe I think I come across as sort of a nonconformist, I guess it's always perception that allows one to think that. So yeah, that's been kind of cool, and I've been pursuing some activities that I have really enjoyed. My violin lessons are amazing. I have a great teacher. It's a great way to just learn more about myself, learn about music, learn about reality. Music theory is fascinating. Playing an instrument's really cool. Definitely teaches me kind of just about life. Like tempo, rhythm are definitely important things, and learning that through the playing of the violin is fascinating. And I've really enjoyed rock climbing lately. It's been it's been a lot of fun to just get out there and have that sort of physical mental hybrid experience. So definitely going to continue on with that. And yeah, yoga's been good. Always enjoyed that. Um, Weight training's fun. It's something I've gotten more into over the last few years. And yeah, I enjoy that as well. Um, One other thing I wanted to talk about is plant medicines or psychedelics. Uh, I've definitely explored them to varying degrees uh, at different times in my life, and it's the type of thing that I think has a lot of value if it's used uh, responsibly. Not saying I've always done that, but I do believe they're medicines. They come from the earth. I think they're here for a reason. Um, I think it's just kind of how you decide to use it that makes the experience what it is. And I think it's something that, as much value as I've uh, been offered from those experiences, it's not necessarily something that I feel like is needed to persist throughout one's life, or at least in my case. I think, with others, perhaps it is. I can only speak for myself. Um, I guess going along with the theme of being yourself, you can only speak for yourself. So, yeah, it's been interesting to really just not use them for fairly prolonged uh, time. And, if I feel the urge or the call to use them again at some point, I think that would be cool too. But it's kind of like not having an altered state of consciousness in some ways sort of alters your state of consciousness. It's sort of seemingly counterintuitive or paradoxical, but the longer I abstain from things that change the way I see the world, the more I allow my own perspective of life to change on its own. I think change is just inevitable in reality, and yeah, it's kind of cool to see how I'm able to integrate the experiences that I've had over time and see sort of how they uh, are changing me still. Even drawing back on experiences I've had months or years ago. Um, so yeah, it's been really neat. And lastly, I'll talk a bit about poker. It's been really fun for me lately. I've really been enjoying playing. I really appreciate the aspect of poker that is the game. Just the fun element of playing a game is something that I feel like at some point I lost, and I don't know why, but I'm just grateful to have that back. Um, I think that's what was detracting from my success and just willingness to put in hours over the last couple of years. I mean, sure, other projects I've worked on, and there were some other practical reasons I decided not to play as much, just generally balancing life and so on and so forth. But I think I allowed it to become too monotonous and too work-like, and uh, I I let the intellectual component take over, and for me, that's just not what works. Like I love logic, and I think science is great, and it's awesome to apply concepts and theory, but at the end of the day, like it's a game, and I'm human playing against other humans, and it's good for me to remind myself that that's why I got into it, and that's what I still find fun. That's what invigorates me. That's what gives me the kind of evergreen enthusiasm that you know really just motivates me to play. Um, so that's been great. Really been appreciating my breath lately, just the ability to breathe, and I guess sort of to tie maybe this all together in some way, the way that breath sort of does alter your consciousness when used in different ways and allows you to focus and uh, changes your perspective. So it's been super cool. Uh, I've been playing some chess lately, and that's been really interesting. It's definitely similar to poker in some ways and vastly different in other ways. Uh, the prolonged time period of nothing happening is definitely different than poker. Poker, okay, people have talked lately about tanking being an issue and that detracting from the experience. I mean, in chess, it's totally different. You can make a move and wait 20 minutes for your opponent to make a move, depending on what type of game you're playing. And yeah, being able to just sit there and focus and breathe has been very interesting. It's been just a cool way to, experience another game and see how strategy takes place and takes form. Um, so yeah, I've really just been letting my experiences shape me, and I'm just grateful that I am who I am. Much love, everyone. Peace.